Teachers and some students took to the streets. They were protesting school reopening plans in cities across America, including New York and Chicago. Many brought some props to illustrate their message, including coffins and body bags. A number of polls show people wanting schools to reopen, but many think holding in-person classes will not be safe amid the pandemic. We got word from Georgia that their largest school district has just found out they have about 260 kids that are tested positive, and this was the school day the other day. You see kids without masks. It's today, it's not mandatory. In YMCA in Georgia, we have 74% of the summer camp they had to close down, all came down with fevers, and they regret doing it. I get tired of talking about this, but do you think the props kind of helped anything, Al?
No.
That's a
no.
fair answer.
I don't. I mean, Lindsay, Tori,
fair.
When have teachers ever done or asked for anything where there hasn't been pushback? I always say, watch out for when anytime somebody calls you a hero because they're about to ask you to do something that they wouldn't do. We ask it of our servicemen, men and women. We ask it of our teachers. Anytime somebody calls you a hero, they're about to underpay you and ask you to do something they wouldn't do. Because we all know there's a lot of private schools that won't be reopening. We look at our colleges and universities; those are now online this year. So why are public schools opening? Because we want to get parents back to work. This has nothing to do with kids. It for dang sure doesn't have to do with the teachers. And we are going to lose teachers because of this. Am I speaking from a place of a little bit of bias? Yes, I taught middle school for 5 years. I understand what those teachers go through, and to go ask them to do this. On top of Lindsay, let's hope some of those teachers are also armed. Remember that?
Yeah, we also
remember when teachers were supposed to be doing tactical training as well?
Lindsay, I have a question for you. Thank you, Al. Speaking from a middle school teacher, you have every right to speak like that. Al, Lindsay, there's a Texas man that died, and there's an obituary that's going viral. I don't know if you've seen it.
I saw it.
You saw it, and on the last few sentences there, it says, a statement issued by the family declared that Dave did everything he was supposed to do, but you did not. Shame on all of you, and may karma find you all. And we're seeing more and more of these obituaries. Is the name of the day is preventable deaths.
Right. I think that obviously leaving those last words shows that, unfortunately, the family was very upset, and also rightfully so, because, a lot of people, and we've been saying, luckily enough, we had Dr. Coley telling us from the beginning, this is very serious, this is very serious. So even when people caught wind later, I think everybody understands now that you have to protect other people, and doing so or not doing so is just really putting people's lives in jeopardy. And so I think to lose a family member when you didn't have to, he also said that he wished there was a better national response. So I think all these reasons are not good enough for people losing their lives when they could have lived happy, healthy lives had we handled this properly.
There's nothing worse than a preventable death. I agree with you completely.